we got to make this quick because John Shear and I have Spider-Man tickets.
Woo!
Good evening, Carol and John Shoppers. Andrew's here with a t-shirt win of the week. John Shear's here with close second.
Kyle's here. Yeah, Kyle's got a good t-shirt too.
Yeah, Kyle's got it.
You can see it later.
It's Spider-Man shirt.
We've all got good shirts this week.
I think we do.
Yeah.
Killing it.
Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say because you were all talking. Oh, it's Tuesday night, so we've got new books to show you. First on the new book slate, I'll give you a quick glance over here. John Shear just put up a bunch of keys, Spider-Man notable issues.
Yeah.
First Miles Morales ongoing. Well, 2 First Miles Morales ongoings. Some Venom books, Spidey books, but, you know, in the spirit of Across the Spider-Verse, which we're all kind of excited about in different ways. We got 2 things coming up that are worth mentioning that we've mentioned before, but we're going to keep mentioning them because we want you to come. On the 15th of June is our late night comics this month. All of the back issues in the store are going to be half off, including those. And we're going to have a mix of Marvel, DC, and small press on the table, so a bunch of stuff to dig through. Even more boxes that have not been gone through before. I don't know where they keep coming from, but they keep appearing, which is cool. And then next month, the weekend of the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, that weekend is our summer sale. So again, all back issues will be half off. We'll have some other sales going on in the store. But more importantly, Dave Michelinie is going to be here doing a signing. If you got tickets for the VIP event on Friday the 21st, thank you very much. There are still slots available, for anyone wondering. That includes signatures, the beer we're going to brew, a meet and greet, and the Q&A with John. And then the next day, that Saturday, Dave's going to be signing in the store, which is super exciting. That's just an open signing. Show up, stand in line, have a ball. That's it. That's what's coming up, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, let us know what you think. Ask us any questions you have. I have first appearances that I forgot half of. Groot number 2 is the first appearance of Ags. It is the monster who destroyed Groot's planet. Star Wars number 35 is the first appearance of Dr. Quada, who is a kyber crystal expert, and also the first appearance of an unknown Sith lady.
Yep.
That's all it says.
Yeah.
All right. And then Steelworks. Oh, Sean Carey and like Michael Walker. They're 2 very generic names.
I think you got it.
But they are like going to be continuing characters in the miniseries who then interact with Steelworks as a company. So 2 new guys. But that's it for first appearances. We are going to start the table of the kids section so we can move up the DC side. A little bit of small press, some exciting stuff here. We still have Marvel Legends and some now correctly priced Return of the Jedi figures out on the table. But new books this week, we've got from Free Comic Book Day, Batman Squad Fan Club, which just looks adorable, like Nickelodeon-esque Batman. Narwhal School of Awesomeness, now in paperback, which is very cool. So that's book 6, if you're keeping track of the series of Narwhal. Sonic number 61, My Little Pony number 13. You got the summer special for Archie. Did you pick this up because of the Indiana Jones angle?
I did not.
Oh. So that's all I'll say about that.
Yep.
Scooby-Doo, Where Are You on number 122. Then we got some Spider-Verse merchandise book tie-in, sticker activity book, and pop-up storybook for the original movie, for the first movie. And then Total Waste of Space Time is like a fun Jeff Brown romp through space for all ages.
Right.
Nice.
Right.
And then we have Terry Liebenson came in on Saturday and did like a surprise signing for us. She signed. John ordered all of them. We've got nearly all of them. We're missing one of them because it was unavailable. But surprisingly, Sarah, her newest one, it's sort of like a what if. What if Sarah asked somebody on a date to a dance, and they said yes? And what happens if they said no? All going through the book. But she signed and did a sketch in each one of them. So we have her entire series. They're all great. They're all great for young readers. And they're all signed. They're all sketched in. She was awesome. She was very cool. I met her the second time I've met her. They're all really good books. And if you want to sign one signed copy, we got them here now. We got Just Jamie, Positively Izzy, Invisible Emmy, Becoming Brianna, Remarkably Ruby, and Surprisingly Sarah. and Remarkably Ruby is probably my favorite.
So some lady just popped in the store and started drawing in our books.
She did, but I'd met her.
What
so.
is this world coming?
Yeah.
But I met her.
More new stuff this week gives... Oh, we still have Marvel Classic sticker books. Yep. More new stuff this week. You got Joan Jett and the Black Hearts 40x40. It is a very cool, not biography, but it's short stories all thematically based on Joan Jett and the Black Hearts songs. Different artists, different writers. They just kind of give you a good smattering of her musical lexicon in words and pictures. Above that, you got a Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Dogs of War, right? Number 3. Yep. Next to it, big number 1 of the week, we're all kind of super stoked about because it's like 2 properties that really do go together well, but you wouldn't have thought about it. TMNT versus Street Fighter. The Turtles have ridden in a box truck to Atlantic City to participate in a Street Fighter tournament, which is like beautifully ridiculous.
Yeah.
But they are fighting the Street Fighter characters. They're matched up really well. Obviously, there's some behind the scenes like nefariousness going on. Yeah, but it's Turtles villains and Street Fighter villains, so it's just fun in every way. The matchups are awesome. Mikey gets his butt handed to him by Chun-Li.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome.
Fun. But we got a bunch of different covers for that. We got cover A, cover B,
Cover C.
cover C, yeah, and then 1 in 10 variants. So that's cool. You got a little exclusive there. But we ordered a bunch of these because it's a fun idea for a series, and we like seeing turtles do turtle stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm in it for the turtles.
I'm in it for the Street Fighter,
Get
guys.
caught up on 100-some issues of Turtles in order to enjoy this.
Right.
Very true.
Right.
My favorite book of the year so far from Jason Aaron and Boom, Once Upon a Time at the End of the World, collects its first story arc. So it's the first 5 issues with one of the greatest comic covers I've ever seen. At least that's me. So that's a trade paperback for $17.99.
That's awesome.
Worth every penny. And same day, issue number 6 comes out. So that is the start of a new story arc. It's only going to be 15 issues, so it's going to be very easy to read. I highly recommend it. It is a beautiful love story amongst a apocalyptic world that we're very familiar with, but with like a good different way of a good story to tell. Ghost Lore was a unanimous staff pick as far as haunted stories go. So we've got second prints for that one on the table. And then 2 new number 1s from Scout. Sudden Death was a quick favorite for a lot of us because of the solid hook at the end. It's essentially about a man who discovers he's immortal and what that is going to do to him and the world. But it's very grounded. It's not like superhero immortal. It's like get hit by a bus immortal. And then Katrina's Caravan, I think is going to be a series of one-shots, but essentially it's this scary-looking Day of the Dead lady telling ghost stories that are based in like South American lore. This one is about the Lechuza, and it's like a 7-foot-tall owl witch, and it's rad. Yeah. Andrew and I read it, and we agree that it is a little weird in their choices of who they murder.
Yeah.
Based on the characters in it, but still a good read. Good artwork. 7-foot-tall owl witch. And then one last oddball small press one, but it showed up on the app, actually. Mark of Death is a weird story about how Death has a system of cell phones and people who operate them and how they are controlling the chaos of life and death with this app, kind of. Fun story. A little weird, a little forceful, but if you read the opening letter, you'll know whether you want to read the rest of it or not.
Now we hit DC. We'll start off with trade paperbacks because Nightwing Leaping into the Light is Tom Taylor and Bruno Redondo's like awesome start to Nightwing. Woo! You know nothing about Nightwing, read this comic. It's great.
And he gets a puppy.
He does. And it is like just perfect superhero comics in every way. Especially if you like Hawkeye. If you like Hawkeye, like same vibes.
Cool.
It's great. Poison Ivy's on number 13. We've got the awesome Frank Cho cover, and then we have the Carpenter variant here, and then we have a 1 in 25 variant for that there. But then we hit another great trade paperback, or hardcover, Wonder Woman Historia, the Amazons, 3-issue series, Black Label book, and it is beautiful, detailing the entire history of all the Amazons, and great. Like, great creators, great artists. It's, if you have any sort of Wonder Woman, like, you want to know about the history of like the Amazons, this is the book you get. It's wonderful.
Before we get too deep into it, I want to mention that I priced the variants this week, which does not normally happen, and I'm terrible at it, and I get tired of it very quickly. So if you have any variants, ratio variants that you're into getting this week, they're going to be very reasonably priced. Just saying, like this is the week to do it.
Yeah. Next to that, we've got Shazam #2. It's continuing him being like unexpectedly mean. So yeah. So we've got issue 2 there. We've got the regular the cover B variant, but then we also have the 1 in 25 variant with the dinosaur on the cover, which actually plays a big part in this because apparently space dinosaurs have a lot of paperwork that you have to fill out. So yeah, that's going on in this book too.
What? That dinosaur really is in the book?
Absolutely.
Is he dressed like that?
He sort of is, yes. Maybe not as a pirate, but he is like he's more like a businessman. Businessman pirate. Businessman.
Business sore.
Business sword. Thank you, Kyle.
Batman Fortress. Basically, what happens when Superman is missing and the Earth like loses all of power. It's great.
We loved this one.
It's wonderful.
And
$29.99. It's like got the entire series in there. Perfect. Because George Perez passed away, you're going to be seeing a lot of George Perez variants on the Marvel side, but they reprinted the History of the DC Universe by Marv Wolfman and George Perez in a nice little hardcover, so that's available now again. Joker, the Man Who Stopped Laughing. I feel like it's gearing up to the end, but the two Jokers are getting closer to face each other. They're building up teams. One has like an all-star cast of bad guys, and the other has a very D-list cast of bad guys. So yeah, they're gearing up. We've got, don't have the regular cover, but we got the Bermejo variant for cover B, and then the cover C variant right there, and then the 1 in 25 variant on that one. Adventure Superman John Kent, Super Sons continued, still taking place in the Injustice universe. We've got the regular cover for that one there. We've got the 1 in 25 variant, and then we have the super spiffy, shiny 1 in 50 variant on that one. Maybe the funniest book of the week, Peacemaker. It's Peacemaker Tries Hard #2. Him and Monsieur Mala like go on an adventure together, and it's wonderful. So yeah, we've got the regular cover there. We've got the awesome Superman variant on that one there.
How did the gorilla become French?
He was always French.
That doesn't really make any sense.
I don't.
French Zoo?
Was he born in France?
Yeah, well,
Maybe.
Probably not though.
He might have.
Congo's got French like ties.
Sure. We'll
Sure,
go with
I
that.
was just asking. You seem to have the knowledge. I'll just stay on my side of the table.
No, it's all good. Joker Uncovered. It is a whole book of variants, Joker cover variants. It's beautiful and great, but what makes it even worth it is the cover, which is, if you missed it when they did it on Detective Comics, now you can get it again. It's maybe the best cover, one of the best covers I've ever seen. I love it in every way, and I'm not even a huge Bermejo fan.
I want to put one on my Christmas tree this year.
Oh, I already have one in a frame.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I bought it specifically so I could do that. It's wonderful.
It's a crying child.
It's a
But
crying Robin.
he's wearing a Robin suit, too. And Joker's so happy playing Santa
I'm
Claus.
giving you a crowbar for Christmas.
So, put a little bow on it.
I will.
All right. We got the cover B variant there, but we also have a really cool shiny foil variant for the regular cover on that one. Dark Knights of Steel, penultimate issue.
Boo-hoo.
It is sad. But bad guys make their appearance known in this one. Like, if you can tell who's switching sides pretty easily. But it's gearing up for a big final
I
battle.
should have called the end of this one from the beginning.
We should have.
We should have. We didn't. We didn't.
We got the 1 in 25 variant
It's like I
there.
never read a comic before.
Batman's back in the regular DC universe in issue 136.
Such a sad issue. Like, honestly.
It is, but Ben's a big fan because Zern-R is still floating around within there.
Yeah, but Zerner used to be cool, and now he's scary.
Yes, he is scary. So, but he's still cool.
Yeah.
He is still cool, but he's scary. So we got the regular cover for that one. We've got the cover B. We have the Joe Quesada variant. We have the Flash movie variant.
By Bermejo.
Yes. We have the 1 in 25, 1 in 50 shiny foil variant, and then we have the 1 in 25 variant right there.
So reasonably priced too.
I know. Milestone, the Milestone Initiative, New Talent Showcase. 12 short stories from a whole bunch of people working within the Milestone universe. This is.
They were actually, the 12 people were put on by DC as new talent in the Milestone Universe Showcase. They're actually on the back, which is really cool. But
12 writers, 12 artists.
Yeah, thank you.
24 different.
What's really cool is one of these guys is Cleveland-based. His name's Miguel Hernandez. He has done Christmas art for us. His family has set up a free comic book day. They've done art for that for years now. So congratulations to him. I actually think he emailed recently about a signing. So hopefully that'll be happening too. Because he's a really fun guy. I think we'll probably try and have him during a late night comics. But his entire family does artwork, which I always really appreciated.
Yeah, so we've got a bunch of them. Come get them. Get prepped for that. So yeah, and then Steelworks, as Ben said, we've got new first appearances, and also the cool thing about this one, Michael Dorn, the voice of Steel and Worf, but voice of Steel, is writing the book. So it's really cool. It deals with John Henry Irons, deals with his daughter, deals with everybody going on in there. It's a solid read. And then we've got the big book of the week for DC, Flash number 800. It is a celebration of Wally West. Mark Waid's writing a story. Jeff Johns is writing a story. It's jam-packed full of awesomeness. It's actually Jeff Johns and Scott Collins doing the story. So that's pretty slick. I'm very happy about that. And affordably priced at $4.99.
Whoa.
What? DC?
I know. Crazy for an 800 issue.
I feel like we should have gotten an email about that.
Really?
I know, right? We've got the Cho variant there. We've got the Flash movie variant there. We have the, I want to say,
Simone
DeMio variant. We've got the Manipal.
Super. That's the spiffiest one.
It is
probably
very
on the table.
spiffy foil variant.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Pretty
it's up
spiffy.
there. We have the Dick Hall variant.
That's my spiffy.
Mm-hmm.
You like that one?
I just like
He's
Cheetos.
writing already. Yeah. We've got the 1 in 50 variant and the 1 in 25 variant.
I'm the dude who circles the cheetah cage at the zoo for too long. Like, people want to go get ice cream and stuff, and I'm like, no, I'm
Keep looking at these cheetahs.
Anything Ben likes more than cats is big cats.
And then we move on to Marvel.
Marvel. Top of the Marvel table's got a very interesting read that I was not invested in until I read it. Loki, #1, comes out this week. It is the first part of a 4-issue miniseries, and it is narrated by Toenails.
I knew you were going to say it. It's true.
Why not? It sounds so weird, but it makes so much sense. It's a great book that fits into Norse mythology and the in general, and then the Thor mythos and the World Tree and how Midgard all interacts with superheroes and whatnot. It is awesome. It was a great read, and it was spooky and hardcore, and I'm all in for it. 4 issues. This is going to be great.
Yeah.
Narrated by Tony. We've got a bunch of really cool covers for that. I'm not going to explain it. They have to read it.
Well,
It's so worth it. Frank Miller did a cover. You're going to see a couple of these pop up in the next couple of weeks, months. So Frank Miller did a cover of Loki, which looks great.
This is the spoiler cover.
Oh.
It's fine.
You're fine. You're fine.
Those are all Loki.
Art Germ did a cover. And then we've got a Window Shades variant and a 1 in 25 variant by Junie Bob, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Middle of the next row, you've got Groot #2. Mentioned before, we're seeing who destroyed Groot's planet. This will be a variant cover. We don't have any cover A's, but we do have Stormbreaker variants also, which definitely has nothing to do with the book.
Yeah.
Another big #1 this week, kind of a second #1, Deadpool Badder Blood is the Rob Liefeld written and drawn sequel to Deadpool Bad Blood, which is finished up later last year. It is continuing off of that story straight up. There is a cameo first appearance in the back here, significant to the Deadpool / X-Force / X-Men universe.
But if you need every appearance by Cable and or Wolverine, this is also a book you need to get.
True statement. They are fighting an unbeatable enemy, which is kind of cool for those 3 dudes. So this will be your cover A, this will be your Liefeld cover B, and then Panosian did a variant for it also, which looks great. We've got Spider-Man #9. Anything notable? Just continuation.
I mean, it's got Electro on the cover.
It does.
And
It
it
does.
is Spider-Boy will be coming back. Yay.
Venom.
We can't wait.
Venom number 20. Still by Al Ewing, which is great. And the Ultimate Last Look variant for that one, which looks, I love the color on that one. One shot, continuing with the X-Men Before the Fall checklist / story arc. So we've got cover A for that one and the Stormbreaker variant. Below that, we've got the 5th part in Captain America Cold War. This will be Captain America Sentinel of Liberty number 13, and you got the Ultimate Last Look variant also, which reminds me of that fantastic line. You think this surrender? Do you think this A on my head stands for that? Along the X-Men line still, we got Immortal X-Men number 12. That'll be your cover A. This will be your Choir Council variant, and then a 1 in 25 variant, which shot up on the internet for some reason by Inhyuk Lee. Yeah, it's cool. Bishop War College ends a week after its penultimate issue, which is kind of funny. So that's number 5 there. That'll finish that miniseries off. Then we've got a continually great book, Fantastic Four number 8. They're hanging out at the Fantastic Farmhouse, and weird stuff happens in small towns, and they keep on investigating. It's rad.
I love the title of this. It says The Case of the Mystery Menace, and that is exactly what is in this book.
Yeah, it's great. It's just continually well written.
Such
You
a Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
It is such a Scooby. Thank
Yes.
you. It was like on the tip of my
Yes.
brain. It's such a Scooby-Doo book, but the whole book's kind of like that.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Kirby.
Nope. Perez.
Oh, I was
Remember?
not. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I can look down. The Perez. Dude, what are they calling it? Just the.
They're just calling them Perez variants. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Perez variant. Samney. No.
Romero.
Romero. Thanks. Oh. Okay. And then Perez. They did a 1 in 100 Virgin variant for the Perez cover. So that's $80. It's awesome. It's again very reasonably priced because we couldn't find another listing for it on the internet.
I don't have too many like Fantastic Fours from like 1 to 200, but I do have like the Impossible Man that's drawn by George Perez where he visits the Marble Bullpen. So I had to get myself a copy of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next down, you got X-Men on number 23. That'll be your cover A, and we've got the Bradshaw 1 in 25 variant. Daredevil is on. When are they going to stop smooching?
I don't know.
Daredevil's on number 12. God.
Probably when
Fight some
Probably
crime.
when Zdarsky leaves.
Okay.
That's
And then she dies again.
Right.
And it's all sad. Who's this? I know it's Elektra. Who's the?
Electra variant.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the Electric variant. Red Goblin on number 5 of 5.
No, it's still ongoing.
It's still going?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's the Carnage Drains crossover.
Yep, part 4 of 7. So that'll be your cover A.
Oh,
I like that cover.
oh, man, I forgot the name.
Cover B.
Yep.
And connecting cover. Look at that. Invincible Iron Man's on number 7. Man, they're pumping these out too. We got a whole row of covers for that. That'll be your cover A. Davila, the Ironheart cover, the Hall of Armor cover, and the Ironheart Virgin cover, which is a 1 in 50 variant. Looking good.
Yeah.
Yep. We in Star Wars?
Yeah,
we're on Star Wars. Let's do there's a collected Star Wars. You got Han. What is this? Han and Chewbacca, Volume 2. So part of the Crystal Run. All the same heist. 2 volumes. Star Wars Yoda's on number 8. You got the Ozaki.
Yes.
Ozaki variant and the Pride Month variant. And then one shot for the Return of the Jedi anniversary. You got Star Wars Empire. That'll be your cover A. This will be your Bounty Hunter variant.
Oh, I love that variant.
And that'll be your Scout Trooper variant.
I'm torn between the two.
I
So cool.
agree. And then one more new Star Wars and one more reprint. Star Wars number 35 with those aforementioned first appearances. Looks like we're looking at the origin of Luke's green saber.
Yes.
And then a 1 in 25 variant, which shot up in price because of those first appearances. And it's by Phil Noto, which is awesome.
Is that Dr.
Dr. Doom? Yes.
No, he's way too colorful, Dr. Doom. Looks like he's wearing a peacock on his chest. And then
Well, he's in
like
the
a
Star Wars
flattened one.
universe. He's got to stand out.
And then the Star Wars book we're most excited about this week, they reprinted Darth Vader, Black, White, and Red, number 1, staff pick. We're into it with a sweet Momoko cover.
Yep.
Some collected editions from Marvel this week include one that they have not reprinted in forever. Brian K. Vaughan, local guy, maybe wrote a little book called Saga you may have heard of. Wrote a miniseries for the Hood. This is the complete miniseries for Parker Robbins' The Hood, plus some extras.
Yeah.
And then Spider-Man by Dan Slott. First story arc, the Spider-Verse, end of the Spider-Verse saga, all collected there. I think it's issues 1 through 5 or 1 through 6. And then X-Force, current ongoing series on volume 6. Below that, 2 more Marvel Collected Editions, All of Spider-Woman by Dennis Hopeless.
I will spend just a moment talking about it because
I don't believe you.
it's great. New costume. People hated it. I love it. It's wonderful. It's a great story. She has a kid. It's just great Spider-Woman. Probably the best Spider-Woman I've read maybe ever. And I like it a lot. And to have it in all one big collection makes me sad because I bought all the little individual collections. And now I want that because I like that cover too. So yeah, there we
How
go.
you follow that? I was like talking after the Beatles.
And Generation.
And Generation X in an Epic Collection, The Secret of M. I might as well kill off the collected row. Invincible Universe Compendium. So they've done Invincible Compendiums for the entire ongoing series. This is all the side stuff. It's Compendium Volume 1. So I'm sure they'll do a Volume 2. Hopefully when the show comes out. And new image number 1 this week, In Hell We Fight by John Layman of Chew fame, of Farmhand fame.
Actually, Guillory just did Farmhand. No.
That was him by himself? What else is Layman?
He's done some other stuff.
Just Chew.
Yeah.
Of Chew fame. It's about teenagers who maybe unfairly end up in hell, but they end up in hell from... What?
We don't know. I mean,
We don't know.
This is
They end
funny.
up in hell from kind of fanciful universes. So not like if I ended up down there and it was just boring. It's like this dude got killed by a frog demon and then ended up in hell. And so they have to deal with their situation down there. Their first mission is trying to get ice cream, which is kind of great.
In hell, that's hard.
In hell, that's hard. So we've got that cover A I was just holding up, and then we got a cover B on the table for that one. Can't go wrong with an image number 1. We'll finish off the collected one, or we'll start with them. Lorenzo de Felici, Chroma, that complete miniseries collected. Spawn Origins is on number 25. Inferno Girl Red from the Massive Verse in Image is has their complete, all 3 of those, oversized, collected in paperback. I'll learn how to say it one day. Magic Order Part 4, number 5. So 1 more to go for that one. Junk Rabbit is on number 3. Ambassadors, last issue, on number 6.
Yep.
I can't wait to read that. Phantom Road, number 4, by Jeff Lemire.
Yep. Love that book.
1 last collected edition from Image. You got Bloodstain, by Seth Chick.
Yep.
Got it. Almighty is on number 5. Thank you. Spawn's on number 342. And we've got, hang on. To be clear, this is your cover B. This is your cover A. I'm going backwards. And then Noctero's on number 15. Love Everlasting is on number
8, I believe.
8.
Yep.
And that's it for Image. Couple of smaller press things at the bottom of the table. Frank Frazetta's Death Dealer is on number 15? 13. Man, I'm off today. And then we got a 1 in 10 variant for that one. We've also got I Saw It, which is a manga-style single story about witnessing the bombing of Hiroshima. So really happy thing to welcome you right in the door at the bottom of the table. And then Skeleton Knight in Another World, new manga, but it's volume 10. We actually got it by accident, so there it is.
It looked really cool.
I also put out a new box of discounted graphic novels that I'll be adding to because I needed some space in the Marvel section. Anybody else have
A bunch
anything
of
to add?
hardcovers. So.
Bunch of hardcovers. You guys got anything to add?
No, come in, pick up some stuff. We got some low keys.
Then I will end this video with a personal thank you. Today is my 13th year working at the comic shop. It's my 13th year.
High five.
That's pretty cool. Thank you for everybody who participated in me being here, who watches our videos. If you might have noticed, we just started numbering them, so we missed our 3-year mark, but we'll do something big for 4.
There we go.
But yeah, thank you very much personally from me to you guys. I can't wait to see you tomorrow for your books, and every Wednesday after that, till I croak in the street.
There we go.
In the street or in the shop?
That's up to Wednesday.
Okay.